Today's KAFE Kritter is an international fugitive.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, there was a border incident.
There was.
Hello, Laura Clark from the Whatcom Humane Society.
Good morning. He would like everyone to know he was not driving the vehicle.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right.
So,
All right.
He's just guilty by association.
right. So this is Dollar.
Dollar. That's actually appropriate for today, which we'll get to.
So.
Yeah.
So Dollar is about 2 years old, and he is a spectacularly handsome white cat with just a swash of gray on the top of his head and then slightly crossed eyes. So I think he might have a little bit of Siamese in there with him, but
Okay.
he's mainly just your good old-fashioned big old white cat. And I have 2 white cats. I love them. I think they're just the best. But this guy, along with a couple other cats and a couple other dogs, was stopped at the border. And, you know, one of the things people ask when I talk with folks out in my travels is, well, how do you get all the animals you get at the Whatcom Humane Society? And I say, any way you can conceivably think of, animals end up at our facility. And this is one of those cases. So the owner was driving the vehicle and was trying to make it across to Canada and had some issue at the border. Whether he was not allowed to go to Canada or he was maybe had some warrants or something, not sure of the exact story, but he was stopped, apprehended. Well, what do you do with the animals in the car? You call the Whatcom Humane Society and we come pick them up. And owner was not available to come get the animals, so they rolled into our custody, and that's how we have Dollar.
Okay. So Dollar's looking for a new home that's hopefully law-abiding.
Law-abiding, although he kind of was digging, from what he tells me, and I do speak cat, he was thinking Canada was a good bet because they're peaceful folks up there.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's heard a lot of good things about our neighbors in British Columbia, and we do regularly adopt to our Canadian friends. We give you all the paperwork needed to legally cross the border with your animal. You just need proof of rabies. And so he's thinking maybe a Canadian home might want to step forward, or a Whatcom County home or a Skagit County home. It's all good as long as it's a home that can give him what he needs. And what he needs is he is a sassy young male cat looking for a good time. He loves other animals. He loves people. He is a white cat, and white cats are very susceptible to the sun. So an indoor-only home would be best for him. They don't have the same type of pigmentation in their ears, and they can actually get sunburned. And they run a higher risk of skin cancer because of that.
Wow.
So indoor only where he can stay safe and sound, but he'd love a big old cat tree and some catnip and some cat toys and a rowdy place to hang out and just be a fun cat.
How old is he?
He's about 2.
Okay, so still a pretty young kitty.
Yeah, and he's been very good, but now he's had it. He's like, I don't want to sit still.
Nope.
I want to get down and
Playtime.
explore and play. And he's such a cool cat, though.
I love the little blotch on his head.
I know, the swash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll always know which white cat is yours.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can see he's wearing his collar. He's got his microchip, and all animals are microchipped at the Whatcom Humane Society, and his ID tag. So if he were to get out and get lost, he could find his way home. Really important thing to remember, get ID on your animal.
What does it cost to adopt a cat at the Humane Society?
You know, we have different fee structure depending on the age of the animal. For this guy, it would just be $50, and that includes the spay-neuter, the vaccines, the microchip, worming, flea medication, a carrier, a collar, his ID tag. It's a bargain.
No kidding, because if you got a free cat out of Craigslist or the paper or whatever, and then you went and bought all of those things, you'd find out that cat is much more than $50.
Absolutely. So, yeah, he's a good old guy looking for a great home, international or local. You choose.
All right. He is an international man about town. His name is Dollar. He's available for adoption now at the Whatcom Humane Society. Laura Clark, thank you so much.
Have a great week.